like, whoa.
Like that. Stopped and you're like, the car stopped, you're still like, hell yeah.
So you said they're
still in motion.
18-inch rotors?
Like
Is that what you said, 18-inch roters?
Yeah.
And then those are 4-piston calipers? Is that right?
Six.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the 427, is that a special order?
That's the engine was developed during the Corvette racing development.
Okay.
Okay. It's a 7-liter, 505 horsepower, like 470 pounds of torque.
Okay.
It's a beast.
Oh, yeah,
It's a small block 427.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's lighter. This car is 300 pounds lighter than all other Camaros.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got a lot of carbon fiber, plastic, all that.
Sure.
Chevy's race car. That's what they built it for.
Okay. Yeah, because I like the tower-to-tower brace in there. That was, I used to do the 66 Mustangs, and there was an outfit, Meyer Racing, that used to make all this aftermarket
bracing,
stuff.
Yep.
And but yeah, I think this is the first car in a long time that I've seen that has the brace to reinforce up front like that.
Yeah, the car is completely stock.
Well, you mind if I take it for a drive?
There we go. How about if you buy it first?
Buy it first. Oh, see, this is something that
It has just a little bit over 5,000 miles.
Okay, well, I can tell you've had fun in there. I can still see your finger grips on the windshield.
Yeah, there you go.
Steering wheel. Yeah, that's really. Now, is this a 5-speed?
6-speed.
6-speed. Yeah, you do not see manual transmissions these days. Very nice. Let's shed a little bit of light on here. So how is it, now we're both full-figured guys, how is it squeezing in and out of here?
The seat goes back quite a bit.
Okay, okay.
My brother was able to get in there, and he was 350 pounds.
Oh boy, okay.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin, he just got one of the new Vets. Getting in and out of this thing will help you lose weight. But there, that is one beautiful ride. Got the nice disc brakes. You can clearly see Chevrolet Z51 on the calipers. And then it will program to lift up or down whenever you have a hump in the road. So it drives just beautifully. So he took me for riding it, and I mean, you know, my legs don't move like they used to, so I'm pulling my leg to get in there, and it's getting in that. It's like you know what an isotoner glove is,
right?
I felt like O.J. Simpson at the trial. You know, if the vet don't fit, you must.
Yeah.
And then getting out is another dance in itself.
Yeah.
You need to have like one of those crane-like things come over and just kind of slips under you and picks you up.
Yeah, well, you know, wave a Dick's Burger in front of me, I'll get out of there. Yeah, well, that is a sharp-looking ride. You know, black's a perfect color, obviously. And how long you had it?
A year and a half.
Year and a half? Okay, what kind of mileage does it get?
I don't even talk about miles.
I don't even talk about it.
How many gallons to the mile?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you know, these cars are a lot better than their 60s counterparts for mileage, and, you know, who would have ever thought, after having lived through the 80s and 90s smog engines, that all of a sudden they would have modern clean engines that can just blow the doors off of something.
Yeah, it took them a while to figure it out, you know? Yeah. I used to have a 69 Camaro Z28. And eventually, you know, the car got to the point where I had to rebuild it, so I took it all apart and changed it all for drag racing.
Sure.
And I was getting like 3.5 miles per gallon.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally jump on and the gas gauge just drops. You know.
Well, those 202 heads, you know, they could pull in a lot of gas. Yeah.
And it didn't help
68.
that I was running a 586 geared rear end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet that was a joy on the freeway.
Well, you know, the 302 engine was a high revving engine.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It had no torque, so in order to get that revs down, I had to go to a big gear.
Yeah, you had to get up above a couple thousand RPM before it really starts kicking in. Same Boss 302, same thing. You know, I think the 202 heads were probably a little better than the Boss heads because the ports on the Boss head, you know,
Those things you could put a tennis ball down?
Yeah, they're kind of designed for like a 351, and it was just too much air. And a lot of guys that race the things got smart and they started using the 2-barrel Cleveland heads. You know, it's still a bigger port, but not as big, and it actually worked out better for racing.
Oh, wow. That's right. Yeah, my brother was a mechanical designer. He designed the heads for the 351 Cleveland.
Okay.
And also the intake manifold, what they called non-mechanical supercharger intake.
How's that? Is that like with the overlap of the valves? Or?
Well, that's the concept of the ram air effect. Okay, so it's non-mechanical, you know, and it had just an increase of ram air to pressurize more and get a little more horsepower out of it.
So it's like something you had to have it pointed into the wind and forward motion to get it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, well, I guess move on to the next.
Thank you for stopping
All right,
by.
you bet. Thanks for chatting with us.
Cool
Beautiful car. I like it. All right, take care.
You too.
But I actually saw, I'd read about them, I knew about YENKOs and all that. Well, there's another one, company, watch your backing up. There's another company called Motion Baldwin, and they made a big block one of these. They had a 427 in it, dual quads, and it was like a 650 horsepower setup from the dealer. Because the guy was parked there and he popped the hood on it, and I saw 427, but then I saw the two 4 barrels, and I asked him, because that's stock? He said, oh yeah, it came that way. Motion Baldwin.
Why he's got a portion in it almost here when he's got a dual cylinder.
Could be. That looks like maybe an even. Like if you look at the late model ones, they have like a smaller and bigger.
These are the same.
If those are the same size, one of those probably has to be stepped down or whatever to put disc brakes in. I don't know if that's disc brakes.
The front usually. The fronts I think did. The rears I think are drum.
So that might be why with that that master cylinder.
4-speed. That would be like what, M22?
No, that's a 6-speed.
Is it a 6?
It is.
Oh, I can only
Or is it
see.
a 5-speed? No, it's a 5-speed.
5. Okay, so that would
probably
be
a Tremec or not stock.
Oh, there you go. That's your YENKO. Let's see.
If I had my choice of YENKOs, I'd almost go with one of those Stingers. The Corvairs.
Yeah, that would be a cool one.